Our first item is called to the audience.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Kincher. My pronouns still exist, and they're still they, them.
Good morning, members of the board. My name is Dr. Gregory Lella. I'm a contingent faculty member at Northern Arizona University, and I am a proud member of United Campus Workers of Arizona.
My name is Scott Menor. I'm an ASU alumnus and a member of United Campus Workers Arizona.
I'm Hypatia Medavia. I'm a grad student at ASU. I'm a trans grad student at ASU, and I'm a proud member of United Campus Workers.
My name is Marcus Esparza. I'm a graduate student at the University of Arizona, but I'll be reading a statement from an anonymous student.
My name is Nicole, and I'm speaking on behalf of another grad student at ASU.
Good morning. I'd like to speak to you about food.
Hello, my name is Kat Inkle, and I hope you see me hobbling forth because I sprained my ankle on a step here at the NAU parking garage. Thank you very much. And I am a graduate student at Arizona State University. I'm also a research assistant, a student grader, and a dedicated member of the United Campus Workers Union. And I'm also a member of Students for Justice in Palestine.
Good morning. I'm a long-term Tempe, Arizona resident. I went to school at UAT. I am a child of immigrants. My grandmother came here from Norway in 1950 after having lived through the Nazi occupation. I'm here today as a worker. My name is Eric Hedman. I'm a food service worker for Aramark. I'm a shop steward at the union, which is Unite Here Locally 11.
Members of the board, I'm not entirely sure how much we have in common. I'm a fourth-generation American. My great-grandparents came to this country fleeing the rise of Nazi Germany.
A couple of years ago, I was applying to universities around the world to pursue further education. I had, and still have, a dream to make the world a better place to live in, for not just myself.
We've all heard the phrase starving student, usually used as a joke, but for many people, it's unfortunately all too literal.
SB 1694 says that any higher education institution in Arizona under your jurisdiction that has a quote DEI course will lose all state funding. That doesn't just affect women and gender studies. They describe DEI in such a way that science, math, English, political, medical, and more classes are at risk. Every single one of your degree paths, all of your accreditations at every single university you oversee are at risk.
When many of us, including myself, were hired, we were told that if we dedicated ourselves to teaching, if we dedicated ourselves to service, and if we earned promotion to associate teaching or associate clinical professor, we would be given multi-year appointments. You hired me to teach a diverse curriculum centering U.S. ethnic history without the protection of tenure, and now without even the most basic job security.
I grew up under a regime where speaking freely was not a right, but a risk, especially for women. True free speech fosters dialogue. It does not intimidate, endanger, or make people fearful.
The great American dream, the idea that no matter where you begin, your dreams can take flight if you're willing to work hard. I still believe in that dream future. I am a living proof of what's possible when that promise is kept and met.
He's writing to express his deep concern regarding Senate Bill 1020, which would allow individuals with concealed carry permits to bring firearms onto college campuses. If enacted, it would make our campuses, spaces intended for safe learning, far more dangerous.
In the first month I was here, I had someone tell me to go back to where I came from. I then saw that Charlie Kirk, a far-right commentator who said that, quote, immigration policies were diminishing and decreasing white demographics in America, unquote, was invited to speak on campus.
Despite the assumptions of the average American, we who grow up in the global South do get a fruitful education. And one of the things that we are taught about is the depravity of fascist government.
Nick Fuentes, another far-right commentator who spews anti-Semitic and anti-immigration sentiments, was also invited to speak on campus the following semester.
We never learned that these fascists started their projects by eroding the concepts of free speech. We never really understood that the first communities that were targeted by the Nazis regime were trans people. In fact, the Nazis burned down the largest research center that studied trans people in an inclusive way because trans people were not true, quote unquote, Germans. We never really learned that the greatest tragedy of modern history, the Holocaust, started with the Madagascar Plan, where the Nazis planned to forcibly transfer the Jewish populations in Germany to Madagascar.
while it's great for them to have charity from volunteers, it's not enough, and it's more of a help to students to not take the money out of their pocket in the first place. Thank you.
What we need is a decisive action to demand that our politicians fund these institutions. We need a plan to stop the theft of hundreds of millions of dollars from the state of Arizona, its institutions, and the communities that they serve. Members of the board, I look forward to working with you to ensure that all of us have a future. Thank you.